up, everybody? It's Jason with Suburban Adventures, and today we are going to see which face mask burns the easiest. Stick around. We just found out that tomorrow is the first day that we do not have to wear face masks to school in a long time. We went all last year having to wear them in the first 25 weeks of school this year. So tomorrow we don't have to. So we're pretty excited. So if you're anything like most people, you've had basically three face masks that you've worn. You've got a neck gaiter here. You've got the old medical face mask here. And then you have your old cloth face mask. Well, some people have chosen to go with the N95 or the KN95, which I do not have one of those, so I'm not going to try that. So we're going to see which of these three, in celebration of not having to wear any more face masks tomorrow, we're going to see which ones catch on fire the easiest. You probably have seen lots of studies to say which is the best one, but maybe you haven't seen which one catches on fire the fastest. Okay? The first one, we have not added any sort of accelerant or anything to it. The first one we're going to try is the old medical mask here, right? And so we're out here in our backyard, and I'm going to see how this one lights. It's a little windy, so I got my Zippo lighter. And this one is not lighting on fire very well. In fact, not at all. It's sort of just like melting. Let me try in here. Oh! Can you see it? It's not really, it's just like melting. Oh, see that? Huh. See that? It's just like singeing and melting, which leads me to believe that there's a lot of plastic materials in there. Still not. That's interesting. Let's try the earpiece. Yeah, no, that's not catching on fire either. So as far as this one goes, it's not burning. Alright, next we got here your just typical cloth mask. I think this was from Old Navy. Let's see how this one burns. Oh yeah, this one's... Okay, we had to go to plan B because it's awful windy out and my lighter was having a hard time, so we went in the garage. Oh yeah, there we go. Much better. There.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one. There we go. That one went up a lot easier than the medical one. There, look at that. Look at her burn. I'm going to throw it out here and see how long it burns. There. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
Alright, last, let's try this. This is your standard issue neck gaiter. Right? Just a piece of fabric, right? Let's see how this one burns. Let me go in here. It's still a little windy. Oh, there we go. That one's there. That one took a little bit more to light than the cloth mask. But I think now that we got her going,
yeah,
she's gonna take off now. That's burning kind of funny. Look at it, it's like sparking and stuff. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like melting and singeing too. It's not like a straight burn like this other one out here that's Oh, it's throwing off sparks too. That's weird. It didn't catch as well. Look at that. That didn't catch as well, and it's leaving a terrible stench.
The cloth mask had a better smell.
The cloth mask did better. Tucker, in honor of no mask tomorrow, we're burning our masks to see which one burned is good, the best. Huh. Yeah, see now, there you go. Even with that one, that does not catch on fire. It melts and it leaves a wicked, horrible stench. It's like a burning plastic stench. Same thing with this one. This one would not catch on fire either. Makes me wonder what exactly I've been breathing in for the last year and a half. So that one's almost gone, that Old Navy cloth mask. That one burned right up. Yeah. There's only one way to take care of these guys. Adding a little lighter fluid to it. We might have to come out and have a proper bonfire with the rest of them, but let's see how this does now. Added a little accelerant to it. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. Now we got a nice burn to it there. Yeah, throw that one on top of it there. There. All right, when we added some accelerant, it finally took off, though I don't like the remnants of that medical mask. Look at that. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's like blue. It's like plastic. Huh. And there's the... Okay, so we discovered that your cloth mask that a lot of people were wearing for a while that they came out and said wasn't very effective burns the best. The neck gaiter had a lot of like, see something other than just regular like cotton material, because that burned it almost singed. And then the medical mask, forget it, that was the worst one. Okay guys, so thanks for checking out our video in celebration of being done with masks at school. If you're not a Suburban Adventures subscriber, you can click subscribe right over there. You can always unsubscribe later if you don't like our content. Suburban Adventures is our family outdoor adventure channel. We usually hikes, bike rides, and things like that. Sometimes we do things like burn stuff as well. So, thanks for watching. Check out more videos. We'll see you next time. What's going on, everybody? This is Jason with Suburban Adventures, and today I'm going to try to get my SoloStove Mesa fire pit going with some hand sanitizer. I've read about people doing this online, but I wanted to see if it actually worked. So I got my SoloStove right here. This is their new one. This is the little tabletop version. I did a review of it, unboxing, up there. I'm going to test it out and see if hand sanitizer can start your pellets and get your fire going. So you can see I already got the pellets in there. I got them right up into under those holes. You don't want to go over the top of those holes. So now I'm going to just get some hand sanitizer. You can tell that this one has about 75% alcohol. So, I mean, theoretically it should start a fire. Well, let's see how it works. I'm just going to try putting a little bit in the middle there, and then I'm going to try putting a little bit around the edges. And I think what I'm going to do is just maybe give it 5 minutes or so to let that soak in, and then we'll see how it works. So as I'm waiting for that to soak in there, let me just tell you a little bit about this SoloStove. It's the Mesa. It's their newest. It's a tabletop one. And you can use pellets in it. It's got a pellet adapter. And the 2 times I burned it, the pellets burn really, really well. I did get fire starters with it. It's little compressed wood blocks. And I found that if you do a top-down fire, which means you put the pellets in, put the block on the top and then light the block, and then it burns from the top down. That seems to be the best approach, and it lasts for a good 40 minutes without adding any more pellets. I've read a couple of people say that they use hand sanitizer, and so I thought, I'll give it a try because you might be able to get hand sanitizer cheaper than those compressed fire starters. So I've been letting it soak for a couple minutes, and now let's just go ahead and give it a try, see if it works. Never done this before, so we're gonna see if it works together or not. Okay, let's give it a try. I got a little pile here in the middle. And I'm not sure if this is gonna light or not. I can feel some heat coming off it. It's definitely, you can see the hand sanitizer sort of bubbling up there. It looks like I may have got it started. See, when I don't even have to push the button on that thing. So I think I've definitely got, yeah, I can feel the heat coming off of there. So let's just see if it ignites those pellets or not. I can smell it burning. Got a little flame going over there. Looks like we got some pellets going there. Yeah, looks like it's starting to catch. Yeah, there you go. That took less than a minute. Look at that. And there we go. Pellets are going. And like I said, I put them around the edges, and then I put a big bit in the middle. With these, if you get the edges heated up, that's when you start to get the, it's called secondary burn, when it's coming up out of the holes. So yeah, in about a minute, I'd say, we got that going. That actually started a lot faster than when I used the compressed wood block. So I'm gonna put this ring on here. Yeah, there we go. I think that works really well. Really well. I can see it going. It's going to be going here any minute. It's really going to get going into a nice fire. You can see it's been less than 5 minutes. You can see I got a really nice flame going all around the top of those pellets. It's going to take off here. Hand sanitizer works. So if you have some extra hand sanitizer laying around, obviously it has to be alcohol based. Look on the back. Might be a cheap and easy way to start your stove with pellets. Now I haven't tried it with wood pieces. Makes sense. Maybe you could soak a cotton ball or soak a little piece of paper towel or dryer lint in some hand sanitizer and light that. But as far as pellets, if you're burning a SoloStove, put some pellets in there, put a little hand sanitizer around the edges, and you should be good to go. And like I said earlier, the top-down method gets you a real nice burn for about 30 to 40 minutes without adding any pellets to it. Okay, so I hope this helped. It did work. Hand sanitizer is a good fire starter for pellets. Thanks for watching. You can check out my other SoloStove Mesa video right there, and we'll see you next time. Hey, Welcome back everybody. It's Jason with Suburban Adventures. I got Cooper and Tucker here with me today, and it is after Halloween. We got our pumpkins here, and as you can tell, they have outlived their usefulness. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to show you 3 different ways to discard your pumpkins once you're done with Halloween. Sure, you can just throw them in the garbage, but that's not as much fun. So we're going to try 3 ways and see how effective they are. So here's our 3 pumpkins, and they are all moldy and gross and squishy. And so the first way we're going to discard a pumpkin is to shoot it with BBs. So the boys have their BB guns, and we're going to see if that's an effective way to discard your pumpkin by shooting it with BBs. Okay, let's see how this method works. All right, hold on. Okay, it's clear evidence that they hit the pumpkins, and you can see that some went through the other side. Look at that one, grazed the top of it right there. You see that? As far as discarding your pumpkins, unless you want to shoot it about 1,000,000 times with BBs, I would say that it probably is not going to be an effective way. So, should you shoot it with BB guns to discard it? It's fun, but not effective, right? Okay, our second way of disposing your pumpkin is, I've never actually tried this before, but I'm going to try burning it from the inside out. So, got a nice little fire going in there. I've got the hose handy right there. And we're going to see what happens. Let's check the time lapse here and we'll watch it burn. Well, we're about 5 minutes in here, and it actually makes a really nice little fire pit, to be honest with you. I don't see any sign that the pumpkin is deteriorating. It looks sort of black over there, but it's actually it's actually a nice little place to make a little portable fire here. So I don't know. We'll see. Might just let this burn down and then examine the inside of it. Hold on. Okay, the last way we're going to try is smashing pumpkins. Now, we like to do this every year. All right, Cooper's up with a carved pumpkin. Yes, here we go. Ready? Oh, that one, that one went good because that was gross. That was all gross and crushed in the inside. The one that Tucker has there has not been carved, so I don't know what's going to happen with this one. Okay, so here we go. Ready? Go. Okay, the last way we're going to try is Fruit Ninja style. All right. This is our pumpkin that just smashed on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to try Fruit Ninja style. Ready? here we go. Let me try it again. Oh, that works pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
One more time, ready? I spray you with some pumpkin guts.
Yeah.
So let me just wrap up here and say that if you want to make a big mess and turn your pumpkins into smaller size pieces, I would say dropping them or Fruit Ninja style works. The least effective was the BB guns, right? Unless you wanted to shoot it a million times. But the one that I would say I am most impressed with is building a fire in your jack-o'-lantern, because this is probably at least 10 or 15 minutes in and it's still holding up, not to mention that it smells pretty good. So it turned out cool, but I wouldn't exactly say it's a good way to discard your pumpkins. So there's the mess from smashing them, and there's my pumpkin that's been burning with a little fire in it for about 10 or 15 minutes. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jason with Suburban Adventures. I've got my new SoloStove Mesa that I'm going to unbox for you, and then we're going to do a first burn and see how it works. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox this, show you what's in the box. This is their little tabletop one. I actually got this as a Christmas gift. Got the sticker, SoloStove sticker. And comes in a nice little carrying case there. So there you see right there. It's little. Let me give you a perspective of the size. There's the SoloStove. Here's a mug. Coffee mug. So it's not much bigger than a coffee mug. It's about the size of a bigger candle. Alright, let's see. We got the top ring here. Goes on top of it. In here we've got the legs that it'll sit on. Just pop those out like that. Set it there, sets on that. And then this is a pellet adapter. So what you do is, one of the neat things about this is that, well, you can use the big ones, pellets in the big one, but you get your fire started, which I'll show you in a minute, and then you go and you put that in there, and then you can use wood pellets. So that's the basic setup right there. You can use regular wood, like probably, you know, like what you would maybe use as tinder for a regular camp stove or bonfire, but then you can also use pellets. So I actually just ran to my local Tractor Supply and got a 40-pound bag of pellets. I think it ran like $6. They're pretty cheap. And so I'm going to try that now and see how that works. So the first thing I wanted to show you is I did get some of these. They're SoloStove fire starters. They're just little square, it's like compressed wood to start them. And I think, you know, there's probably lots of other things that you could use, but we'll just see how this works out. And if it works great, maybe I'll keep using them. Okay, so now we got that fire starter going. I think before it gets too much higher, think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this. Just going to give that a moment to let that fire starter get going before I start adding some pellets. Then we'll just sit back and enjoy it. Okay, we got that going pretty decent, so I'm just going to take a handful of pellets and start adding those in there. Okay, there we go. Well, let's see how it works. Alright, so you can see there we got it going pretty good. It's giving off a little smoke, but not too bad. Now what I'll do is I'll just sort of time it and I'll check back with you later how long it burns when you got basically a full thing of pellets in there. Yeah, you got a nice little fire going there. So that was pretty easy to light. I was reading a lot of people were complaining that it was hard, but it really wasn't bad at all. And this is really pretty neat. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm looking forward to it because it's portable. I think it's something that you could easily bring with you on picnics, set it on your picnic table. Obviously, you shouldn't use it indoors, but something that you can use, you know, on your patio or your deck, on your picnic table, is sort of maybe to keep the bugs away or just for fun. And again, really easy. Like all SoloStoves, their claim is that it's smokeless, and I tell you, I can't see any smoke from this at all right now with those wood pellets. So, you know, it's if you wanted to just burn wood pellets, I think it's pretty an affordable way to do it, as cheap as you can get them, or you could use sticks and stuff. I'll have to try that at another time, but I think this is really kind of neat actually. If you're interested in this, I'll leave a link in the description where you can pick up one of these little SoloStove Mesas for yourself. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think it'll be neat to have in the summertime. Like I said, picnics, backyard barbecues for your patio or deck or whatever. I don't want to burn my camera. I don't want to get too close to it, but you can see it's got a really nice burn going. It's even got the secondary burn, which is what happens when the fire starts coming out of those holes there. And yeah, no smoke. This is really pretty neat. This has been going strong for 10 minutes now with I filled it up with the pellets. The stand keeps it cool. The stand is cool, and it's cool underneath it. So, you know, if you wanted to set it on like a wood picnic table or something, it would be perfectly suitable for that. So, yeah, you can see 10 minutes in, still going strong, and that's just with filling it up once with the wood pellets. We were just about 20 minutes in, and just sort of fizzled out, and you could see, and that's with me, I didn't add any new pellets. I wanted to see how long it would burn with just the original pellets. I think as the fire was going hotter, I think maybe if you want to keep it going, you maybe take a metal spoon or something and add some more pellets. So but yeah, 20 minutes, pretty good. That is what's left, and as it's just the coals there, that'll continue to burn down, you know. But yeah, I mean, I didn't want to keep it going all day here, but I could have just kept adding more pellets as it was going. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this little unboxing and overview of the new SoloStove Mesa. I really like it. I'm looking forward to the summertime and using it. If you're interested in it, like I said, I left a link where you can find it on Amazon in the video description. You can check out my big SoloStove, the Mesa's big brother, review up there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Jason with Suburban Adventures. We got another video today. Today I'm doing a product review of this little wood burning stove that I got, camp stove, so stick around. Okay, so this stove that I got is from a company called RedCamp. They make like camping and stuff, and it's an outdoor, it's a wood burning stove, and it comes in this really neat little carrying case here. And I got the small. There's two sizes. There's a large and there's a small. And let me just show you what comes in here. So there's basically three things. You've got the stove itself, which folds up. You've got the grate that goes on the stove, and then you've got a little pan that catches your ashes. Okay, now this is really easy to assemble, and as you can see, I already used it once. I used it this afternoon to cook some hot dogs to just see how it works. But basically all you do is you open it up and it sets up like that, and then down in there there's a grate where we're gonna put our wood. Okay, and then this little ash tray slides. It's gonna go ahead and slide right in there. That's gonna catch all the ashes. And then you got this little grate on the top, which is gonna go like this, and then it's just gonna slide over that handle and that handle. So that's the basic setup. Doesn't take long at all, and it's really portable. I like the little case that it comes with. Some other features, it's got this little door on the side where you can slide in the fuel. And to give you the size of this, this afternoon for lunch, I fit 5 hot dogs on there. So it's not big. The large is a lot bigger. But I just thought for something portable, I'll probably just throw this in the truck, because you know, you never know when a barbecue's gonna break out, right? So that's the basic setup. Now what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it down on the driveway, and I'm gonna get a fire going, and then I got my camp kettle, and I'm just gonna try and, you know, see how long it takes me to heat up some water. While it does have this door on the side, I think to start it up, the easiest way is to just do it from the top. So I got some kindling in there, and we're gonna see if we can get this fire started, and then we'll see if we can boil some water. Oh, let's get this. And then you can either just use little sticks, or I've got some just little pieces of thin pallet that I've cut up here to use. But twigs, if you're out camping, find some twigs. There we go. So I got that going pretty nicely. Let's get it going well, and then I'm going to put the grill on it, the grate on the top. So there it is. Got it going pretty nicely. Got some fuel feeding into there. once you get it going, which was real easy, you can just feed it in that way. And now I did do, like I said, I cooked some hot dogs earlier, and you know, I just put them right on that grill. I think it'd probably be easier if you used a frying pan, but this little guy can fit a little frying pan on there. Now I got my coffee pot. I got about 9 cups of water in here. So I got about 9 cups. So I'm just gonna put this on there and bring it to a boil and see how long that takes. So, in real time, we got a nice boil there. In real time, that was about 6 minutes, I'd say. Right around 6 minutes. So this little guy is pretty neat. Starting to get a nice little bed of coals. It's perfect to bring a long camp in, just as, you know, maybe for heating up your coffee or, you know, cooking a quick lunch. You can fit a nice little frying pan on there, a little cast iron pan on there. So I actually saw this from another YouTuber, Dad TV. You check his channel out. He's got a lot of great stuff too. But probably, I don't know, a year ago I saw him using the bigger one, and I thought that's a really cool thing. So I got the little one just to check it out and see. So, hope you found this enjoyable. I really recommend this. It's portable, it's small. If you're backpacking, it doesn't take up much weight at all. This would be great for one person that's backpacking or whatever. But I think this is really great, really handy, and it's pretty neat too. So, if you're not already a Suburban Adventures subscriber, go ahead and click subscribe. And like this video, share this video, and you can check out some of our other product review videos, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey everybody, it's Jason with Suburban Adventures, and I've got a follow-up to a video we did almost a year and a half ago when we unboxed our SoloStove. And what I'm going to do today is a follow-up to that. We've now had it for a year. We got it in June of 2021. We've had 2 full summers with it. We've used it countless times. So I just wanted to tell you some of the things I really like about it, and 1 or 2 things that I really sort of dislike about it. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I'm looking for review videos on YouTube, it might be a situation where it's an unboxing. But after using this countless number of times, I thought I'd revisit it and just talk a little bit more about it. I know they're growing increasingly popular, so maybe this will help you decide whether or not you should spend the money on a SoloStove. So if you're thinking about purchasing a SoloStove and you're looking at the price and you're thinking, man alive, is it worth it? Hopefully this will help you decide. I'm going to give you the first thing that I really like about it is I think it looks nice. It's sharp looking, it's stainless steel. You can see after use it sort of gets this bronze look to it. I really like that look, and it looks sharp, it looks nice. The next thing I really like about it is if you're planning on using it on a deck, you can purchase this ring. Now mine, I actually got a deal where this ring came with it. And what you're going to do is you're going to set this ring on the deck and then set the stove on top of it, and it stays perfectly cool. Even if you've had your fire raging for 2 hours. The bottom of this stays cool, won't burn through your deck. I've used it on my deck a couple times with no problem at all. Another thing that's really great about it is just how easy it is to start a fire in the SoloStove. Now I think it's because of the airflow that you have coming up through it, but all you really have to do is just get some dry kindling, get some either a piece of newspaper or dryer lint or something, make a nice little traditional TP type fire setup. And then, man, I have never, in all the times I've had this, I have never had any problem getting a fire going. It just lights right up and gets going really, really, really quickly. There you go. You can see we are up and running. Now I use this dry scrap wood that it's very, very dry, so that obviously helps, of course, right? But it does not take much to get these things going. So there you go. I didn't time it, but it's been less than 5 minutes. It was about, I'm gonna say 3 minutes from the time I lit the newspaper till what we got there, right? Now, it burns hot, so this can be a positive or negative. It burns very hot, right? So if you're gonna roast marshmallows and stuff, you just let it die down a little bit and then roast marshmallows. But really, the one thing that everybody wants to know, the one thing, everybody asks me is it really smokeless? That's what they claim. It's a smokeless fire pit, right? I wouldn't call it smoke free. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, you can see a tiny bit of smoke up there. I always tell people it is smoke less. It is far less smoke than at another, a regular fire pit or so. And it, of course, also, it always is going to depend on what you're burning. I have some wood that isn't fully seasoned. It's a little damp. Yeah, that throws off some smoke. This stuff, very, very dry pieces of scrap hardwood. Very little smoke whatsoever. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you, see if you can even pick up any of the smoke on this. I'm not sure if you can pick up on it. There's definitely some smoke coming off of that. But whenever I go in from having a bonfire, it's not on my clothes, it's not in my hair. So it's not that thick, heavy, blowing smoke that you get at a regular bonfire. For me, I would say one of the nicest features of the SoloStove is when you're all done with the fire, just how little ash is left over in the bottom of it. When you're done with it, it's the coals, there's almost nothing left. It leaves you with almost zero ash left over. Now, like anything, there's so many different accessories and so many different sizes you can get. This is the Bonfire, which is the second to the biggest. They have lots of accessories. You can get cooktops for it. You can get a heat deflector for it. You can get a spark shield for it. You can get a cover for it, all sorts of stuff. It does come with a case, which is super convenient. I just actually, when it's done and cooled off, I stick it in the case, and that's how I store it in the garage. One of the cool features that you get with this is what they call the secondary burn. And if you look closely at the holes that are on the top, once the fire gets going and you get some ash and stuff down in the bottom underneath the grate, this fire that's actually burning out of those holes there, so you can sort of see it coming up around there. So it really is pretty cool looking. The first thing to consider that may be a bit of a challenge for the SoloStove is they don't recommend getting the inside of this wet, so you don't want to douse your fire with water or spray it if you got to go inside. Also, if it looks like you might get caught in the rain, It could be problematic. They do sell a shield or a protector or a cover that you can put over it. When it looks like I'm going to get caught in the rain, what I did was I just used the top of my charcoal grill and put it on top of that, so then let it cool off without the inside getting wet before I move it back into the garage. So that may be a challenge for you. If you're going to leave it outside, you really should keep it covered, because they really say that you shouldn't let the inside get wet. While it doesn't build up a lot of ash in here, every once in a while you do have to clean out the inside of it, because ash does fall down into this bottom here, and if it builds up too much, it's going to block your flow that comes through these holes up through the top here of these holes. This is challenging cleaning it out. There's really no easy way to do it. On the original model, this bottom grate here is not removable. What you end up having to do is either shop vac it out, which I've done before to get all the soot out, or turn it upside down, knock out all the ash that's left inside it just to get it cleaned out. Now, in the newest version of the SoloStove, they actually made this removable here, which is a great idea. So they really fixed the one key, I guess you would say, flaw or challenge. The one main thing that really I was, sort of a pain was removing that grate. They made it removable so you could easily clean it out. So that was a really smart move on their part. So let me wrap this all up. In conclusion, is it worth it? Is it worth the $299 or $300 or however much you want to spend on this, depending on the sale or whatever? I would say yes, it is. I'm actually in a SoloStove Facebook group. I think there's like 46,000 members in there, and I've learned a lot about it. I didn't realize that getting a SoloStove was like a way of life. The durability of them, there's people in the group that have had them far longer than me. They last a long time. SoloStove is very, very good about replacing anything damaged from, and it's enjoyable. If you have limited space like I do, you can put it on your deck. It cleans up nicely. It stores away nicely. I would say yes, I think it's definitely worth it after having it for almost a year and a half and using it countless times. So hopefully this helped you out if you're trying to decide, hey, what's all this hype about the SoloStove? This is Suburban Adventures, our family outdoor adventure channel. We also do some reviews on things like backyard fire pits and bikes and things like that. So you can subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. You can check out more videos, and see you next time.